back to the Mobility Project. You are in the most famous parking lot in the whole world in the rain. And what we've got today is we just got our West Side butcher sleds. We have been dragging and making every makeshift sled. Those are old commercial grates that from the military, the commissary. We've been dragging and pushing. Adrian Bosman has made his own sleds, but I'm telling you, having someone weld, we've burned through every little, whatever the yellow sled was. This thing is legit. Anyway, we just got these. One of the things that brought up for me is that what happens to your back, what happens to your belly. I saw a couple athletes today in the clinic that were missing flexion. And when people are missing flexion, we see an impingement here, and we also see them lose that low back position when they're compressed and compromised. And what ends up happening is that we end up with a flexion moment at L4-5, S1, and then it just is a disaster. When you're pushing low on the prowler, trying to be in a good position and drive the knee up, it's the same thing as end up being in a full flexion position. No wonder this is such a difficult position to be in. So as I drive that leg up, if I don't have the hip range, then I'm going to reverse my pelvis. I've lost my stabilization, can't transfer. So here's what we're going to work on today. Come on over to the coffin. Let's get some range back. So obviously, in order to improve flexion, we've talked about doing the capsule stretch. Well here, that mobilizing the joint to the back of the socket improves flexion. So here's homework number one today. We're going to spend some time up on a high piece. I'm going to drop the leg out and come forward. I'm just going to hang out in this position. If I want to distract laterally with the band, I can. Try to get the elbow down, let the leg fall out. What you're going to feel is this flexor WOD, which gets really tight. And we're working on improving our flexion position, right? Being able to sit through. So knee out, foot stays flat. Don't let your foot drop off. I really want to keep the foot flat and capture all those pieces. Move in and out and around. Let's get 2 or 3 minutes. If you want to start backing this off in some crazy corners, you can. Okay? Homework number 2. Up on a table. Let me turn this other direction. A table or a box. I want to work on pure hip flexion here. But in order to do this, I'm going to kick my other leg back further into big extension, which is going to stabilize the pelvis. Then I'm going to fold forward. And if I get my foot up on the box, you'll notice that I'm going to have a much different impact. And what you're going to find is that this piece here ends up coming on tight. This kind of medial hamstring, high pectineus. And that makes sense. We know that the adductors lengthen in the bottom of the squat. Now I'm just exaggerating that. This leg back really changes that. 2 or 3 minutes on this side. That's it. You got 2 stretches today, 3 minutes each side. Work on those pieces. Working on improving that bottom. We'll see you guys tomorrow.